Can you believe it is time for the second to last Plan With Me monthly setup video for 2025? I feel like this year has flown by. I cannot believe it is almost November. And in this video, I'm going to be setting up my planner for the month of November. I'm going to walk you through what I do to kick off each month in my planner. And it is almost time to say goodbye to this planner and start a new one. So, hello there, I'm Hillary. If you are new, and welcome to the Creative Faith YouTube channel. I love encouraging women and to get into their planners, to express themselves creatively through the pages of their planners, to bring more delight to your to-do list and to get things done because that is so important each day to be focused, productive, get things done. And I love doing that through creative planning. And I wanted to mention too, before I jumped in, is that I do have two new planner layouts. So if you missed it, I have this big box layout. And then I also have the arched boxes layout. So I wanted to make sure you knew about those two new planner layouts. And then I also hope to film soon a video where I share all of the different planner layouts that I've created because there are a ton that you can pick from. So these are the two new ones that I will have linked in the description box below. They're available in a couple different sizes. And then this year I've been using the Year to Flourish planner. And this planner has these wide margins that are perfect for me to have a big to-do list. So that's how I like using these. I love having a spot for a to-do list as well as a spot for each day where I can write down the events and activities I have going on during the day. So this has been a really great planner. Really, I always get kind of sad to say goodbye at the end of the year, but we still have 2 months left to enjoy this planner. And so the planners do come like this with this type of binding, and then I like taking mine to Office Depot. I have them cut off the spine and add a spiral, and then I also have them add a little plastic cover to the front and back, and that just protects it a little bit more. And I also keep them in these Moterm planner covers. And this one I bought this year. It's a beautiful orange color for fall, and I did add a few decorations here to the front. I don't normally do a ton of decorating in here, but it has so many pockets, more pockets than you would even know what to do with. But I love these planner covers. For December, I'll probably change it back to the black one that I have. Or should I get a different color? Should I get like a green one or something for December? Let me know in the comments below if you think I should do that. We'll see. But anyways, I'm really excited to set up my planner for November. So I start by doing a title page, and I wanted to use a new printable that I made. It's a new gratitude journal printable, and it comes with, let's see if I can find it over here. It's a piece of patterned paper that has the beautiful florals I drew, or I guess they're not florals, so they're leaves, the beautiful leaves for the cover. So I have these really fun leaves, and I wanted to use that for my November theme because I just love the fall leaves. This year I feel like I love them even more than normal. And every time I go on a walk, I take like at least 10 photos of all the pretty leaves I find. So I definitely wanted to include these in my setup for November and have that be the theme. And so I printed this piece of pattern paper on on clear sticker paper, but it has a white background, so it just turns it into a bunch of little leaves. And so some of them have they're on the edges of the paper, and so they look like that, which will be perfect for putting on the edge of my planner here. So I'm going to scatter those around, and then I also have my brush letter months that I'm going to use too. So I'll probably start by putting this down, and then I can kind of arrange the leaves around it, was my goal and game plan. So I really cannot believe it's November. I feel like the year has totally flown by. And yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. It's coming to an end. It's going to be the holidays soon, which is always fun and crazy. So lots of neat stuff to come though. All right. So I'm going to put November here. Another printable that I pulled was my fall floral mugs printable, but it has a bunch of hand lettered phrases. Oh, I found the perfect one. Fall leaves and Jesus, please. How perfect is that for this one? Oh, I just love that. I totally forgot that I had this hand lettered, but that is going to be so perfect to go along with all of the cute leaves. So fall leaves and Jesus, please, under November. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I just feel it. It's going to be a lot of peeling sticker paper, but that's okay. Hot November at the top. And I'd love to know in the comments below where you live. Do the leaves change? Are the leaves like really pretty where you live? Or do you live somewhere where maybe the leaves don't change? I lived in the Dominican Republic for 2 years and teaching there. That's where I met my husband. And they don't have leaves that change. And it made me really miss it when I lived there. But it was also so cool when my husband moved here, his first autumn in Oregon, and when he got to see all the pretty leaves. Yeah, that was a really, really special time to kind of introduce him to look how beautiful it is here. So he really liked that. He doesn't like all the rain. That is, that's the downside to autumn, and that it gets so dark so early. But the leaves sure are beautiful. So I kind of wish that I had a smaller leaf that I could put there. Maybe I do that. Trying to keep it separate. There is a massive storm in Oregon as I'm filming this, and I don't know if you guys can hear the wind and the rain in my little microphone, but it has been so stormy. I'm like, I feel like all the pretty leaves are gonna come off before before I get to enjoy them. All right. I think I'm liking how this is turning out. What do you think? Maybe should have kind of rearranged it a teeny bit, but that is okay. Oh, that's kind of nice. I can kind of do this one up more, and then maybe I'll do one there. All right, time to sticker them down. I stickered all of those down. I think it looks so precious. I love how that turned out. So I already went through and added the dates. So Creative Faith planners are undated, so you can use them and start them anytime you want and use them any year you want. And if you skip a what? A month or a week, you can, use it at a different time too. So normally I put the month at the top, but I kind of want to be able to have just the leaves sprinkled all around. And if I put it over here, then I can still have space for a few leaves. And so that's just going to be kind of my pattern is going around and having the leaves that come off the page. It's just going to look so pretty. Oh, that one, it's going to be kind of tricky because of how November is arranged. Let's see. Maybe I could do that one there. Some of them are kind of corner pieces. Oops. Oopsies. but exciting for November. I'd love to know, do you have Thanksgiving plans yet? People talking and planning about those things or not quite there? And let's see, I'll probably have to start going in with the full ones, which is totally fine. Having those come off the page. And there's more of a reddy one and then a brown one, so I want to try to kind of alternate those. This end will be really tricky because I want to have room to write on Sundays, but I think that looks nice. Kind of throwing me off that the month is not at the top, that it's at the side, but it's good to mix it up a little bit. So now I will put these elements down. And feel free to comment below, when do you decorate for Christmas? I normally wait till after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, when is it? It's pretty late though. We will see, because it's kind of nice to have it done earlier. I definitely wait though till like late November to decorate. Probably also we do a real Christmas tree. My grandpa has a Christmas tree farm. So that makes a little bit of a difference too in our decorating, because we get the tree kind of late compared to people who have a fake tree. Okay, let's see. I can get it to, oh yeah, I think it's looking nice. It's fun to have different themes in my planner. And I love my Creative Faith planners because they're really customizable. And you can really make it work for you and what you want to have in your planner. And you also totally don't have to decorate it. I love decorating mine, but that is, definitely not obligated to do that. Maybe I'll have room for both of these. Let's see. On the next page after this, there are 2 drop grid pages. So I like having one for a bill tracker and one for a prayer for the month ahead, but you can use them in tons of different ways. You could use it for 1 line a day. You could use it for, I use it for bill tracking, but you could use it for an expense tracker. You could use it for a habit tracker. And throughout the years, I've used my different pages in so many different ways depending on, what's happening in my life. But I found that I really do well with having the bill tracker. It's basically like, a bill checklist every month, and that really helps me stay accountable and not miss any bills that I have to pay. All right, so now I'm just going to trim off the few that are poking off the edge, but oh, it looks so pretty. I love how it's turning out. So I'll just gather the little scraps here. And then we'll move on to the next spread. Okay, next up I have the November bill tracker, and then I want to do a prayer, and I'm going to use my notepad. I still have a few of these left in the Creative Faith Etsy shop, and they are on sale. Today is the last day of the sale, so if you haven't picked it up yet, now is a great time to grab this particular notepad. And I thought, even though the leaf shape is a little different than the leaves that I'm using to decorate, I thought it still went pretty well, and the color scheme is definitely the same. Pretty autumnal colors. So I'm going to put that down and have a spot to do a prayer for the month of November. And this is going to be a little tricky to decorate with the leaves because I need all the little lines, but maybe I'll just do like a couple like that, and maybe just do like one along the bottom. I think that'll work. Not as exciting as the other pages, but bill tracker page is for sure the most difficult to decorate because I use all the little lines for bills. So I can't really cover them because, especially with this, because then I would need a Sharpie to write on it. And I'll do one at the bottom. And we're all set. Wonder if I should include anything else on the prayer page to make it look, more exciting. But I guess just prayer itself is pretty exciting, isn't it? Doesn't necessarily, oops, got my little bookmark. Doesn't necessarily need more to it because it's all about time with the Lord. But let's see. I do have a couple mugs. That little mug has the leaf on it, and so does this. I could kind of like layer those and use overflowing with prayer on the top of it. So that would add just a little bit more to it. I kind of like that. Then it ties in with the theme a little more. I think I'm just going to do the one mug though. And I'll put that on the bottom. And then put overflowing with prayer at the top. And then I'll be able to write out the prayer for November. All right, here is my overflowing with prayer page. It felt really nice to do that as I was just thinking about the month of November. There's a lot going on. I have a job where I am launching a new product with a company, and it's called the CINCH. And so it's launching in November, and I'm just kind of nervous about about it all. And so I just wanted to give that to the Lord and give a little shout out too. If you want to learn more about the sheet cinch, it's a really cool product. Helps hold your fitted sheet in place. And we have a really great Instagram account because I'm coming up with really cool content for that, and a YouTube channel, and there's a wait list. So I'll link some of that information down below if you want to check it out. I'm sharing a lot of like relaxation tips and morning routine tips and evening routine tips and sleep tips, and so just like the whole lifestyle of the lifestyle element of the brand is really fun to work on and develop. And so anyways, I was praying over that, and then also my grandpa isn't doing very well, and probably gonna like put him in a memory care place or something, and that has been really sad and hard on our family too. So I just was like, wow, kind of realizing how much is going on in November. But I loved just pausing and praying. Like, it just kind of makes me want to cry. Like, no matter what's going on in life, God hears our prayers, and we can overflow with prayer to Him and trust that He is in charge and in control. When I am feeling overwhelmed and scared and stuff, I can just really remember to rely on Him and cry out to Him because He is with me and He hears every single one of those prayers. So I highly recommend that you take time to pray over the month ahead at the beginning of the month, or a few days before the month starts. And it's just a really great practice, and I love looking back on all my prayers in my planner. So neat to combine prayer journaling in my planner. So now we are going to set up the first full week of November. And again, I'm just going to use the same kind of layout that I have, same decorating. I do want to see if there's a little November that I could use to, I need to like reprint all this. There's a gray one. I'm not sure. Oh, I like this one, the brown one. The gray seemed like a little harsh for the autumn color palette I'm going for. I like this one. Look how nice that, oh, you can't see. Look how nice that matches. So, tuck these away. And let's set up the first week of November. I'm going to start with putting the month down. And I can't even really think to what is going to happen this week, but God knows. God knows. So I'll probably just kind of layer some of these pieces again. See if I have any of the little corner pieces left. And yeah, this has made it really simple and easy. I love kind of having a formula for decorating my pages. It just makes it so much faster to decorate, and but fun too. Put that over there. I probably won't do a ton in the middle of the margins because I use that for my to-do list for the week. And I wish I had like a little skinny one that could go there, but no, I guess I could do that. I'm going to chop off the top. Have that poke down. I feel like I sort of need a darker red up here. Yeah, I'll do that. And then have the little brown like that. I think that's good. So I'll just put down the leaves, and then the setup's ready to go. I should probably take time sometime soon because I think November is just going to kind of get crazy and away from me to like sit down and just do all the weeks in November to decorate them. I think things are just, once the train is off the tracks and running, I think it's just going to be kind of a lot. And so it's nice to have things set up and prepped. Oh, that looks so pretty. Yeah, I don't even know what's going to happen this weekend. I don't think we have anything planned yet. But it's probably good to just rest before we're launching the sheet cinch at a holiday show. If you live in Oregon, you can come and say hi. It's the Portland Holiday Market at the Expo Center. And it's going to be a really good one. Lots of fun vendors, great place to get Christmas gifts. So you can come say hi at the Sheet Cinch booth. All right, and then this one I just put off a little bit. But there we go. So that's the setup for November. Like I said, I truly cannot believe that it is the end of the year, but we're not going to waste it away or wish it away, and we will enjoy the final weeks of what's to come in November and December. But that is going to be the planner setup. Be sure to check out the new gratitude collection I have with the beautiful fall leaves. And the gratitude collection's all about attributes of God. And definitely take time to look at some beautiful fall leaves and think about the phrase fall leaves and Jesus please. So if you've made it this far in the video, drop a turkey in the comments below so I know you watched up to this point. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification down below too so you don't miss out on any upcoming Creative Faith videos, and I will see you next time. Bye, friend!